Hello guys, so I don't know what happened with my voice today, and also I'm sleepy. So we start the story without any further conversation. If I will let you do, he said, and Yoongi see the man. Yoongi Yan, you are here? Yan, what brother? You are talking with yourself. Who's your take, huh? Yoongi, nothing. How are you? Brother, Yun fine, and I miss you so much. Yoongi saw. Watch you also go London. Who said you go, huh, Yun? Just the situation is like this. What I tell you. Well, I am here for some days. Can you give me a small place as your big house? Yoongi, huh? What you are asking? This is your house. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so 5 and 10, 15. Okay, it's 20. It's finished on 20. Young, go and fresh up, then we talk. He said, and Young go. Jimin stand there. See him, Yoongi see him. Yoongi Jimin, what happened, Jimin? Huh? Yoongi, who is he? He finally asked Yoongi. He's Young Jimin, my cousin brother. He go London for some years ago. You know, he is like my brother. You know, I never feel I don't have just because of him. Jimin, huh? It's mean you have good bonding with him. Yoongi, I am telling you, he is my brother. He said, and Jimin nodded. Jimin, Yoongi, why? Jimin, nothing. Yoongi, Jimin, if you want something, call me, okay? Jimin, where are you going? Yoongi to see Yen. Jimin, Yoongi. Yoongi, look at him. Jimin, are you at me? Yoongi, no, I am not, he said, and face Yoongi. I was not with you. Jimin looking down, Jimin in mind. How can I tell you, Yoongi, about Yen? Yoongi, you go in the room. I am coming. He set hand on his forehead, and she go from there. Jimin eyes turn. He go from there in the room. So what Jimin do? And what your unit do? Today I'm so sleepy. I don't know why. Just I'm so sleepy. Okay. So Jungkook come out, and he see Jay is in his thoughts. JK, what are you thinking, Jay? Jay Jungkook, you remember when we go Busan? Because your friend is JK who? Sanjay? Jay, yes. JK, yes. So tell me, Jay, you know what, Jungkook? When we go in the on the next pair is the his name is Kang Jimin, and now I am confused. JK, but he is Park Jimin. Tae Jungkook, can you call him and also ask him about Jimin's surname? What is JKY? To do as I said. JK, don't know what he is doing. He called Yoongi and asked him. He said he don't know. He asked Jimin. After some time, they tell him to, yeah, tell me. JK Kang Jimin. It's mean maybe he was Jimin JK, but he is in village. What is the, if we go and check, don't tell him for now. He said, and he nodded. Yoongi cut the call. Jimin, what happened? Yoongi, he asked me about your name. Jimin, but why? Yoongi, don't know. Jimin, finding is not easy. Yoongi, so what? There is nothing impossible, Jimin. I try my best. Jimin come and he hold his hand. Jimin come, I show you something. And they stand in front of the moon. Jimin say Yoongi, the moon is so beautiful, right? Yoongi say him. Jimin, the moon is now Yoongi, and after some days, the like 10 days, the moon will be, and that was the for me, and maybe on that I go from there. This come in the 10 years for one, and after 10 days the come, and on that I also go. Yoongi, no, Jimin, I do something. I do. Jimin, Yoongi, listen. Jimin see Yoongi is getting now. Jimin, it's alright if I go. Yoongi, I said you don't go anywhere, so it's final. Jimin can see the in his eyes. Jimin, Yoongi, I said you, Jimin. We stay together. We take Nana here. We spent a good life together. Why you are not understanding? Jimin, yes, I understand. Now relax, he said, and Yoongi backchatted like someone take him from him. Jimin, shh, relax. I am here with you, he said, and he more. The time passed. Almost 15 minutes passed when he back and he see Yoongi. Jimin, okay? Yoongi, promise you don't leave me. Jimin san as no, Jimin, no, I don't. I promise. Anything else? Yoongi san as no, Yoongi, I don't want anything, Jimin. Jimin chuckle. Jimin, haha, I know, he said, and he plays. Yoongi see him. They both look at each other. Jimin, now I want just for you, Yoongi. यार जो एक टेक्स्ट होता है जहाँ पर एक टेक्स्ट होता है जिस पर वॉइस ओवर नहीं होना होता, यकीन माने वो टेक्स्ट में सबसे ज़्यादा ना लाइक अजीब होता है। इस पर वॉइस ओवर नहीं होना होता, मुझे समझ नहीं आती कि मैं क्या कहूँ। और ख़ास तौर पर जिस दिन मुझे 2 दिन हो गए जब खाने से नींद आई नहीं, आज खाते नहीं, आज नींद आ रही ऐसे ज़बरदस्त, ऐसी क्लास की नींद आए, इतनी मज़े की नींद आई ना मुझे। मैं सोच रही इसमें चैनल देना, मैं ब्लॉग है चैनल लिंक दूँगा। So I will tell you all something, but later. For now, I will not. So the time is passing like this. What I do, I was really so confused, but everything become alright. Well, leave it. The next text is they come in Namjoon house to meet Nana. Jimin, I don't come in front of him, Aram. Why, Jimin? She can at least see you. You are her. Jimin, no, it's impossible for me, he said, and Yoongi see him. Yoongi, don't try. I am here, he said, and Jimin nodded. Then Nana come. She see Yoongi and run to him. Nana, so finally you come. Chocolates? Yoongi chuckle and she about on her cheeks. But she Nana's no. Nana first chocolates. So they already have good Jimin chuckle to see them. Yoongi sighed and she gave her chocolates and then Yoongi on her cheeks. And same she do. Nana thanks buddy. Yoongi welcome bestie. Nana look at Jin. Nana, you said my mama also come. Where is he? Said Jin. Jimin. Jimin look at Jin. Hmm. Jin, close your eyes and call him. He will come. He said and rolled from Jimin's eyes. She closed her eyes. Nana, Mama, she said softly, and Jimin started his for hearing this voice from a long time. She opened her eyes and see Jimin. She became happy. She didn't waste time and Nana Mama Jimin Nana Jimin is and she's smiling and then Jimin on her whole face. Jimin Nana you Jin tell me Nana your mama what I tell you Nana but such you are my mama isn't whenever I call you you come and now finally I call you and you come. Why don't you come before? She said, and Jimin looked at Jin. Jin, she is my, but you are her. Jimin, from the first day, I teach you your name and I teach her your name and hmm, next return into 15. Tell you who you are to her. Jimin seen Nana. Nana talk with me. Jimin nodded. Jimin, I am now I come whenever you call me. Nana, is it true you are she asked while looking at her with her big jaw eyes and Jimin chuckled. Jimin, haha, yes. Nana, really? Then can you change me into trust? Jimin chuckled to see her and he nodded. Okay, so he have a specific, at least he can make her happy. Jimin closed his eyes and then again opened. Then he looked at her and her eyes widened. She see her dress. Nana, wow, my dress. She started jumping in happiness. This is what Jimin eyes want to say from a long time. And finally he see. Jin, Nana, now go and play in your room. Nana, can I go, Mama? Jimin nodded and she ran from there. There, Jimin, thank you so much, Jin. Jin, what thanks, Jimin? This is your right, and you meet with Nana whenever you want. Jimin, you don't know how much I am. I thought she remembered me or not. Jin, haha, you know what? You are so and also innocent. Yoongi, I said you na, he said, and they all smiled and started talking with each other. Then Jay and Cook come. Cook, hey guys, without me, huh? Jay guys, listen. JK, yeah, listen him. He said and rolled his eyes. Yoongi, such a to explain them what he said to Jungkook. They go Busan. They now tell us, Jimin, there is any relative live there? Jimin, I don't know. They okay, then it's final. We go Busan. JK, there is distance from the village in Busan. You no need to. You no need to do all this. Hmm. For me, he said, and looking down. JK, hey Jimin, we are your friends. Wait, you think us as your friends or not? Yes, tell us, Jinha. You don't think where is my pink? He said, and they all started laughing. Jimin, you all are my brothers. JK, Park Jimin, how can you, my young? He said, and they are all shocked. Jimin, what? What I do? JK, you said you are my brother. It's me. Yoongi, you Jun Jungkook, wait, I will. He said, and they both started running in the living room. They all laugh and then again sit. Yoongi, okay, then let me tell you guys, we have 9 days. JK, 9 days is enough. Me and Jago Busan. I tell you that, man. We ago we make Jimin like before, and with that man, him in front of Jimin. So I am so for this, he said, and they all smiled. JK, you are like a Jin, you are like a mochi. And Jimin is the most beautiful in all the cousins. Yoongi, why? I am feeling proud. Jimin, haha, you all are really like I got a family. JK, yes. Jin and Jabani also. JK, Jin Young. Yoongi, so now start your work. Jimin, Jin, please take care of Nana. Jin, now Nana have a who is Jimin smile as they don't know anything. Still, they all decide Yoongi. And guys, Jen is here. JK, and why? यार मान नॉवल पढ़ ला मैं थक गई मेरी साइड and why he is here. I am who is he? Yoongi is my cousin, and you all read the next by yourself to know he is Jimin. They come home and Yoongi phone start ringing, so he go to attend the call. Yun come downstairs and Jimin become to see him. How can he forget what he do? And he sit on the living room. Jimin is seeing him and his eye and his eyes turn. What you do for him, but you don't listen him. He look at the vase and then at the Yan. His eyes is he about to and Yoongi Yan and Jimin shocked and then vase from the table. They see and then Yoongi look at Jimin who see the vase and then him. Jimin, sorry, he whispered and to go Yan. What is this, Jimin? Nothing. Maybe I placed the vase on the edge of the table. Yan nodded and Yoongi look up. He want to see Jimin. He run upstairs. Yoongi come upstairs. He see the room door is closed. Yoongi, Jimin, what happened? Open the door. He is knocking the door and Jimin is in the room. Jimin sits on the bed and he can't do anything. If Yoongi don't him what to do. He's thinking this, and if he know Yun what Yoongi think about him. He's thinking all this, and outside the is also become Jimin. What I do now after again 5 years I am first because of Nana and now because of Yoongi. What I do I am where is the he heard the door knocking voice. Yoongi is calling him softly. He go to open the door. He opened the door and Jimin see him. Yoongi, what happened? Jimin can see. Is he don't waste time. हंस देखिए कितना चालू हुआ सोना था. So Jungkook and Tae come come Busan. They come by the plane and now they said the staff they can meet with him. They are asking him what they are to him, and now they said he is his cousin. So they come and see the on the their eyes widen when they see Jimin. It's mean Jay is right. They can see the and the sister come sister. He's in from past 4 years. Someone him and take him here. He's lucky. They look at Jungkook. His eyes is to see Jimin. They went to him and they hold Jimin's hand. To Jimin, he closed his eyes. JK, we have to happy day. No, Jimin will be. I call you. I call him and tell him. He said and he go to call Yoongi with Jay. He sit there with Jimin in his hand and just see him. He really wants everything fine. Hmm. Okay. Yoongi, tell me something, Jimin. And then Jimin feels someone hold his hand. He back and look at Yoongi. Yoongi, what happened? Jimin, I feel like someone holds my hand. Yoongi, huh? Jimin see his hand and then Yoongi phone start ringing. He see the caller ID and attend the call. Yoongi, yes. Jungkook said Taehyung. Guess what? Tae is saying right. We find Jimin. He said, and a smile appeared on his face. Yoongi, really? I am so happy. I am so happy. Jungkook, he said, and Jimin see him. And you go out of the country. Now you want to take him home? Yoongi, okay, I will come. He said and cut the call. Yoongi, we are just one step far from the Jimin. He said and Jimin. Okay, so this was my second last and the longest text. Second longest text ever. Hmm. You don't. They all is in the living room, and Yoongi can see Jimin is on the couch. Yoongi bent down and he held his hand on his hand, and Jimin standing. He looked at his hand. Jimin, you are Yoongi, but my can easily feel you. How much you? He think a drop, a drop of from his eyes, and Yoongi can see far from his from Jimin's eyes. From his he turned and see Jimin. He signed as no and wipe his Yoongi. Jimin. Finally you become like before. Jimin nodded and then Yun come. Jimin see him and just stands behind Yoongi. Yun see the and he is shocked. Aram see him. Aram you. He didn't waste time. He hold and Yoongi see him. Yoongi Namjoon. What are you doing? He said right to him. Aram, you don't know. यार इतनी नींद आ रही है ना मैं बता भी नहीं सकती. Well, leave it. The next text is who is he? Yoongi. Yoongi Namjoon. Tell me. He is the boy whom he said, and everyone is shocked. Jimin is trying to from him. Yoongi Jimin, is it true? Is it true? He asked, and Jimin looking down. Yun is looking here and there. Whom he is talking? Jimin is on the couch. Yoongi Jimin, I ask you. Jimin nodded. Jimin, why don't you tell me before? Jimin, you said you both are like brothers, and I think if you don't, he completes Yoongi-san. Yoongi, you think this about me? Jimin-san, as no, I will you. He said and discharged to him. How can you do this, huh? You know what I do? Like seriously, how can I am I am so glad all this. मेरा थर्ड लास्ट. Okay. Happen at least you don't get oh, अच्छा like you. Yoongi leave him Namjoon. He said and sudden Aram leave him on the Yoongi. I don't give him that much easy. He said and Yoongi and Yun is Jimin see him Jimin Yoongi. Please let him go. Yoongi sign is one man. One of the men had taken. Then the lights were on his. It's early in the morning and it's just like a powder in the air. Jimin see himself and the change into Yoongi become. Okay, so the texts are left. As the text is not small, the text is same and the lines just skip so many words in the text. That's why the voiceover are left. खैर हमें क्या रह गया थोड़ा यार ये 15 पे ख़त्म हो जाना है तो मैंने पाँच वो हो गए फिर 5 10 5 15 5 20 5 25 5 30 okay Yoongi Jimin hey see there is no in Jimin Yoongi Jimin Mini he sit in front of him and calling him. Everyone see and they become and then Jimin slowly open his eyes. He see everyone. Yoongi Jimin, it's me, Yoongi. Jimin blink his eyes and then again close his eyes. They become so happy. Jimin is far now. But as Jimin is he can't in the room and then he check him and tell him he's just and she will be totally like before in a month. Now Jin is thinking about Nana. Jimin and everything is okay. If Jimin asks him for Nana, what to do? Nana is just for all in 4 days when Namjoon take her home. And Jimin think her, but she can't say no to Jimin. Now let's see what happened. Okay, so the second last text. And the last scene. They all know. They all know. Jimin is. They all know sit and Jimin is fine. Now this is he's talking with them, but still JK. So now when you guys get Yoongi just after some times, Jimin can see how much Yoongi is happy. Jimin see Jin. It's silent. Jimin Jin. Jin see him. Jimin come here. Jin sits beside him and just smile. Jimin, I know Jin. What you are thinking? You are thinking about Nana, right? Jin, huh? How you know? Jimin, I am Nana. Jin, you and you know what? You are also the is not who you is also who teach you everything. So Nana is your Jin. She stay with you. I come to meet her. Can I? Jin becomes so happy. Jin, thank you so much, Jimin. Yes, you can whenever you want, Jimin. I am so lucky my Nana get like you, Yoongi, and I gave her. So this was the last text. He said, and Jimin is shocked. JK, if you want, I can give her. Tay is shocked. They are laughing. Nana also comes Jimin on her forehead and she. JK, okay, now let's take a group selfie. No, Jimin can come in the camera, he said, and they all start laughing. They take the selfie and they can see Jimin is looking at Yoongi. So, bye bye.